Anyways, let's move on. Wait, no, hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna pause the recording. I want to pause the recording. Hold on! Pause! Everything! Stop! Stop it! Crap. I forgot. Damn it. Ah! Shouldn't have taken a break. First I went to go to the bathroom, and then I ended up getting distracted with something else. Ugh. Took a bit of a break, partially to rest my throat, and then I had something I was going to mention, and now I don't remember it. Oh well. Let us continue. Those guys just now. They had National Diet badges. This prefectural assembly member and city councilor Sonozaki. That's interesting. The prefectural assembly member and city councilor are related. Weird. It's dirty is what it is, shouting out each other's name during elections. While one is up for election, the other one holds an assembly, and they double up their campaign activities. Blatantly. Okay, so he is talking to someone else. So, we'll use the nervous cop from towards the end of the playthrough. Oh, I don't know much about this stuff, but isn't that against the rules of the election, sir? God damn it. I told you to stop calling me sir! As long as I have no prior consultation, there are no restrictions on their political activities. Kuma-chan, the investigation division, is going to be pretty tough for you. Wait. What? I'm so confused. You should at least brush up on election policy. Wait. Wasn't... What? I'm not suited for the intelligence division, 'cause I'm dumb. There was prefectural assembly member Sonozaki and city councilor Sonozaki. Also the mayor of Hinamizawa. All of them involved with the Sonozaki family. What crap! Looks like they were sent off by the department chief and the deputy chief. It came to me. It came to me. That night when the chief invited me along to get some Odin, I thought that was it. You have a lot of connections, so you might have heard something. Did you? No, not a thing. Mom, I'll take a tofu fritter and fish cake. A counselor barked at me in the police chief's stead. Oh, okay. Wait, I'm all sorts of confused. Oh my, is that so? Ma'am, I'll take another bowl. Prefectural assembly member Sonozaki and city councilor Sonozaki were both intimidating. Our snot-nosed career police chief couldn't even handle being yelled at by them. They're like a yakuza. A petition with your name came up. Wait. A petition with your name came up regarding how the investigation of the Hinamizawa incident is being handled, sir. Goodness me! You're an idiot! How many times do I have to tell you to stop calling me sir? God. Hey, ugh, I'm not the faintest idea. You don't need to play dumb. Wait. Oh yeah, okay. You don't need to play dumb. You're reopening the past cases regarding Hinamizawa, aren't you? I've already got my hands full with Tomitake's death, actually. Really? If that's true, then there's no problem. There's a period of silence. While we were silent, we made headway on our food. And the rain. Oh, that was quite the feast. This month has been a bunch of losses for me, so my wallet was feeling the pinch. Much appreciated. That's nothing. Tell me a good horse again. What? Tell me a good horse again. I'll bet on the same one as... I haven't been doing well there lately. I haven't been able to read the horses at all. Taxi! I'm going by train. The police chief is taking a taxi. Of course. Give the police chief such a silly voice. Okay. I have my own car, but it'd be rash to drive it home. And blow it right before my retirement with a DUI. Even though he could still rattle off, it looked like his legs were already good. Pushing me into the car, I gave the driver police chief's address. We'll see you again tomorrow. Happy New Year. Hi, son. Yeah. The passes have been closed. Stop loving them altogether. Those villagers believe it's really a curse. Well, I'm not convinced. You're going to be retiring next year, aren't you, sir? Are you going to pay off your mortgage with your pension and move up to Hokkaido with your mom? Why do you keep calling me sir? Mother pines returned to the line of her birth. It's weird that you still live with your... Shut up! You're pushing my buttons by calling me sir, damn it! It's the least I can do. And the pension, well, it'll let me enjoy myself and Susukina. The police chief may issue a special retirement salary raise, he says. Wait. I don't know who the hell's talking anymore. Public servants' pension is calculated based on their monthly salary. So if you were to get a raise before retirement, your bonus 2 years salary will be inflated, and you get a heavy surplus of funds. That tends to be how it's done around here. Of course, it's not a custom that's thought of highly. The difference between the bonus and the pension is quite a bit. I'd expect nothing less exemplary from our egghead chief. But, well, they say our salaries compensation for our hard work, but in the end it really just has to do with the passage of time. That's something I can laugh at, but I'll laugh through it anyway. I don't think it's anything exemplary, but given how hard you've worked, it's not odd that you're getting that much of a pension. I'd like to get that much myself. If I can get it, well, of course I'd want it. You'll get it. You're an adult after all. Sorry for holding you up, driver. Thank you very much. I closed the door roughly, interrupting the chief's conversation a bit rude. It looked like the chief still had something to say, but he just smiled wryly and waved. I waved in return. The cab sped up gradually and soon disappeared among the sea of lights. Hey, sir, you know that's how all the old people die in the movies, right? They say they're about to retire. Shut the door. God damn that! I'll retire him with my gun, damn it! Oh man, I wonder if I really can repay that loan. Okay, so that was that one. Threat. What do you mean threat? What do you mean threat? Wait. That was right? Didn't push me along to the next page? Sorry, I'm just gonna double check. Those guys just now didn't give. Okay. Good, you won't say shut up! I'll backhand you! Alright, sir, don't tempt me! Not feeling so hot. Oh.
Kaiji-kun's been feeling down lately. Maybe he's in a bad mood. I wonder, maybe he's on his... I wonder... maybe he's on his period. Me-chan, that's gross!
Did I read this one? I might have read this one. I did read this one. I forgot about that. Okay. I thought that was in the main story, but no, I must have read another... Right. Right. Okay. That's... Whoops. Pause a second. Okay, there was a noise. It must have been my controller. It's making... It sounded like something disconnected. I was like, oh crap, poopy.
What do you think? Don't know. Could that be Kai-chan? Maybe. I don't know. That day Kai-chan was in that car talking to some tubby middle-aged guy, right? Yeah, no mistake. That Oishi, he probably fed him something fishy. He was so serious.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, whoops. Okay, I did have them backwards. Okay, so yeah, right. Mion calls him Kai-chan.
He was in the car, doesn't million. Yeah, no mistake. The Oishi's probably fed him something fishy. He was so serious, Kaiichi-kun's face was so pale. You see, you might not know this, but he's actually the messenger of Oyashiro-sama. Huh? What do you mean? Whenever he shows up, someone is deemed away. No lie. Oh, is that so? The year before last when Rika-chan's mom drowned, right? Right before that, she was visited by Oishi. Now that you mention it, it happened before Satoshi-kun transferred out. Transferred? Ah! You're so sweet, Reina. So this time, he's appeared before Kaiichi-kun. So Kaiichi-kun is going to be deemed away too?
An empty silence hung in the air, and then it was suddenly interrupted. By loud laughter. I don't know. Sure. I read that as spit personality. Spit personality. You just spit all over the place. I don't know who's talking.
I see it in the movies quite often, but what is this exactly? Multiple personalities are thought to be escapism. Multiple personality disorder is a form of escape. Correct. The exact mechanism is not fully understood, but it's believed to be a type of defense for the brain to retain mental stability. Hypothetically, poor people imagining themselves as wealthy is a form of escapism, is it not? Is this also a form of multiple personality disorder? I wouldn't go that far, but broadly speaking, one could infer that it's something that occurs in us all. Does a split personality occur when one cannot tell which is reality and which is the escape?
Hold on, I want to reread that. Interesting. Interesting. That's interesting. Especially because of all the avatars I have on my channel. Or those stories I create where it's I have like Ignatius, the red-headed guy that's popped up on some videos. He's in this story I wrote about it. I won't say too much. One, not to waste time. Two, I don't want to spoil stuff from my own story, especially if I turn it into something someday. But he's in a magical world with dragons and all this other stuff, and breathing fire, and shooting lightning, all sorts of fun stuff. I based it originally. It started as a fan character, I guess. I don't remember the term for it. When I was a kid and I saw Naruto, I had self-insert character, that's what it was. But then in high school, I revisited it and developed it more so towards the end of high school, my senior year, and then I developed it more so in college. I developed it into its own story. He was a self-insert character in Naruto, and then, yeah, I developed into something new and stuff. And I envisioned Ignatius as a rendition of myself. I was gonna save this for a serious video. All the avatars you see on this, to distinguish, some like Mana, the witch girl, and my ghost girl, Celine, they're mascots, but the avatars are... There's me, the blonde hair, the red flannel, sometimes green if I'm serious, and put my lucky flannel on. Because I do actually have those flannels. The blonde hair, the glasses, that is me. That is the avatar. But all these other avatars I have throughout the channel, Frozen Sun, Ignatius, they're all iterations of me, I would say, that are exaggerated, or they are actually parts of me that are exaggerated. Like, obviously, Ignatius, he's more so... It was more so the kind of person I want to be, and I aspired to be. Same thing with another future version of myself. You might have seen a little thing here and there, a little peak, black feathery wings on a video or something. That's another future one I won't spoil too much. But there are versions of me that I wish I was like. Or in, like, Frozen Sun's case, he's the rendition of me in my past. When I was dealing with depression, especially. Or, like, more so after the fact, like, towards the end of my college career and those years following me being in college when I was just at my lowest. But at the same time, it's taking aspects of towards the end of my high school life when I was capable of bottling up my emotions and depression. So it's like he experienced the trauma and the depression and the bottle shattering, but he learned to bottle it up again, but he still has a serious and depressing demeanor about him. He didn't grow to being a new version of himself like I've been trying to be. I've been trying to be a better version of myself, and ever since I felt, at one point I felt like I hit a turning point where I felt like I'm good with things. You can never get over depression. Damn it, I was saving this for the super pow about depression too, and PTSD, and the child abuse, the bullying, and various other things I dealt with in my life. But yeah, when I first started this channel and making videos, that was it was like maybe a month or two before then. I just suddenly snapped and realized I'm good. Not in a bad way. It was like it was more so a switch flipping, I guess. Not a snap. I snapped and I went into a rage and threw a tantrum and destroyed a whole city. I don't know. No, I guess it was more like a switch being flipped, where I finally felt like I'm good. You can't get over those things from your past. You can't get over depression. They're scars, and there will be times in your future or present when they will resurface. But I had finally hit a point where I felt comfortable and happy with myself again. And then I started playing Sonic Mania, and I was like, I owned it and played through it already, but I bought it on Steam during the summer sale or something, I think. And then I just was like, I could record this. I accidentally pulled up the Xbox recording thing on my controller. My thumb slipped or something, hit the home button. And there was just a play button. I was like, I can do this. I like playing games. I'm in a better headspace. And this is fun. I love playing games. I can just do this. I can just do this now. If it had been at any other point before that moment, I wouldn't have just had that realization. I wouldn't have had that thing happen, and I probably wouldn't be into. It just so happened to happen at the most perfect opportunity, I guess. Is what I'm trying to say, and I decided that I wanted to do this because I'm happy with myself. I love playing games and doing all sorts of stuff. Making thumbnails too, and I found the fun in that. I was like, I'm revisiting my artistic abilities by making thumbnails, and I got attached to that, and then I was making outros and playing with music, remixing, and all sorts of stuff, and I just doing all these things I love, and then I wanted to share them with people, and especially for people that might go through the same stuff I did, in the hopes of helping them also overcome the hurdles that they run into. God, that spiraled out of control. I'm terribly sorry for that and wasting time. But yeah, that's just interesting that... Oh my god. Especially, I got a little weird with one of the previous ones because it was... the one specifically about unaliving, because a lot of those were hitting nails on the head too, and I was like, oh god, no. I'm having deja vu or flashbacks or something. It was triggering something in me. I was, if I noticeably had pauses during that reading, that was why. It was starting to trigger me a little bit. And I still managed to get into my voice rolls, but it was starting to, oh god, I was worried I might fly into a panic attack or something. But wow, this weirdly came full circle. This is hitting so many nails on my life. It's scary. I'm scared. Oh my god. Oh, that's so weird. Oh, especially the. Oh my god. I don't even remember. It had something to do with the. It was the roof jumping. God, oh my god. Oh. Especially this past week, I've gone back into depression state slightly. I'm good. By the way, I'm not thinking of unaliving myself. I should say that, but when you have a deep depression and it can de-escalate easily. And I've thought about that stuff the past week, especially because I had to go to a wedding and just feeling alone, and I'm getting closer to... I turned 30 this year, and all my life, I've only ever been on 2 dates, and they were within the same year, within the same 3 months of each other. There was the movies, and then it was prom, which I don't know if you count that as a date or not. It kind of counts, I don't know, but and I was happy for the people, and I really didn't want to seem like I was being super depressed. I tried to put on my best smile, the best I can, but oh my god, it was just killing me inside the more the night went on, and just feeling the loneliness and all that stuff, and just... I'm in a good place, but at the same time, you can't help it if those intrusive thoughts get into your head, especially depending on how deep you are in depression. It just happens, especially because I've been sleep depriving myself so much for videos lately. Oh my god, I've been doing so much work for Mighty Mania May and all the Higurashi and all these other videos, especially because of the wedding. There was so much happening last week, and then the last 3 days I have sleep deprived myself because I'm back on my internet. I'm back at my house, but my internet is crap compared to my mom's house where I was staying for that week. And oh my god, because I had to delay a video, I had to cancel it, and then I had to refiddle with it because I forgot something, and then I had to re-upload it, and something that would take less than an hour at that house on that internet, it took 3 days. It just finished uploading. It's scheduled, so it won't appear on the channel, but it's set for Saturday, but it just finished uploading. It took 3 frickin' days for it to upload. God. And then it still won't be seen until Saturday. Oh. So I've gone almost 72 hours without sleep. I finally got some last night, but oh. To which I slept 10 hours, which is a lot more than usual for me, but... And then... God damn it, I'm talking too much. Stop! Oh my god, shut up. Okay, sorry about that. Point being, this is hitting close to home in so many ways, but it's amazing how this came full circle, and it's kind of reminded me... I mean, split personalities, you can... They're typically portrayed in a bad light in media and movies and stuff, because... and it's not unfounded, I guess, because... the other personality's there to protect the person. They close in on themselves, and then the second personality comes out. I don't have a split personality, but in a similar vein, just like what this one said, that's where my avatars came from. They're renditions of myself that I either want to be, or that are extensions of me. And Ignatius especially, because of how I portray him, he's always happy all the time, happy-go-lucky, and because he's based off of Naruto. He's been through, in my story, he's been through constant rejection and hate and sadness that he's gotten to a point at the start of the story that he's done crying and he wants to make happy things happen. And that's unintentionally and ironically kind of when I started making YouTube videos. I'm sorry. Okay, I need to stop. I'm terribly sorry about this. Hopefully, I hope I'm not upsetting people and wasting time. Anyways, which is reality and which is escape. That's difficult to say. There are some who agree with that and some who disagree. There's no consensus. Then it's the occurrence of multiple personalities, still an unknown phenomenon, something not fully comprehended in the psychiatric field. But yeah, I'm still aware. I don't have a split personality. That's what I was getting at. I don't have a split personality, but it's also interesting that I have these converging versions of myself that are similar to me but different. So, yeah. I think that's all. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know. Oh, God. God, I'm so thrown for a loop right now. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. Hopefully I got closing thoughts out there. I don't know. Something not fully comprehended in the psychiatric field. Unfortunately, that is the current state of things. We can only put our hope in future research. But it's sort of cool having a split personality. What kind of people get split personalities? Recent studies find that those who develop it, or rather those who are more susceptible to developing it, may be genetically predisposed or may have had abnormal mental development. Some say that childhood abuse increases the chances. Speaking of which, yeah, I knew that too, which is a surprise. Which is even more of a surprise. Speaking of which, person A here experienced abuse as a child, didn't he? How sad. He. Person A has 7 different personalities. Let's watch a video of him. Right after these commercials! Oh, of course. Sure, okay. Be all serious. And the last one, and I think I know what this is because it was mentioned in the main story. Yeah, like in Higurashi. It's exaggerated, kinda, sorta. I don't think, for the most part, I don't think people with actual split personality, they have aggressive ones, I don't think. I saw a video on this too, that typically they don't. They have a more reserved or quiet personality, or maybe an upbeat one, because it's deflecting and trying to protect their own self, right? That's why it's developed. But at the same time, I can see it turning aggressive for the same reasons. In akin to the concept of fight versus flight, right? people will retreat within themselves. They'll flee, they'll flight, or I don't know if this is... I don't know if incidents like Reina with Higurashi, or there's a movie I specifically... Is it called Split? I can't remember. Specifically, where the people get aggressive. I don't think that actually happens, but I'm not going to speak out of turn. I don't 100% know. But at the same time, I can see it actually happening in the real world, because it's taking it in the other direction. It's taking your fight response, your fight mentality, and you're trying to protect yourself, right? Hopefully, I don't know if people with split personalities watch my videos. Hopefully I did that okay, and hopefully I don't upset people. The last thing I'd want to do is upset people. Hopefully... The 7th Mart was a bargain supermarket with food and alcohol. What's this, Kaichi? So many? There's no reason to get all the different kinds, is there? I've lobbed all the different colored cup noodle bowls into the cart. I figured we'd be going back to Kaichi. Cup noodles have gone so elaborately, oh my god, I'm falling apart. So elaborate recently, and there are a bunch of different types. I want to try each one of them at least once. It was pretty selfish of me, but I thought I'd at least give it a try. Koichi, buy them in the big case. Oh wait, okay, this is the mom. I was trying to figure. I thought it was the cat. She was trying to figure what voice to use.
Kaichi, buy them in the big case. It's cheaper.
It's... Oh my god, I keep goofing it up! Okay. Kaichi, buy them in the big case. It's cheaper. Dad said. Well, I had a feeling you'd end up like this. I knew there was no point in him butting in. I'd only get to eat one kind! I get bored with it! Resisting as a formality. I was giving up inside and wasn't sure which case of noodles to get. Oh god, okay, maybe the mom... Oh, I don't know who's talking.
If you can't pick them, Mommy will pick for you.
You don't have to rush me. I quickly search the cases of noodles for what I want. Pork bone and ginger, large cup. This is pretty good. I've tried one of those. I don't know who's talking. Wait. Oh, this is part of it too. Mom's talking.
Pork bone and ginger, large cup. Hey, Kaiji, can't you get a more normal one?
If I let Mom pick, she'd err on the side of safety and get soy sauce or salt flavored. Pork bone is good! I don't want a big bowl of tasteless stuff. I remembered insisting that the noodles I picked were the right kind. I remembered insisting? What do you mean by that? In this frozen memory in time, this encapsulated world, I didn't have the power to look around my surroundings. So I did what I could and reached out with my hearing and vision, sharpening my senses to find the peasants I overlooked. Interesting way to phrase this. Okay. No matter how much I searched through my field of vision, I couldn't see Reina. I rewound the situation, searching, but of course I couldn't find her. Then, was she spying at me from my blind spot? Go through the sound and presences again, looking. I could sense the other customers. They were all mixed about, moving as they pleased. There's nobody looking over this way and no one trying to get behind me. Not here. Couldn't be here. Probably wasn't here. I would definitely notice if someone was right behind me, even when I wasn't on my guard. I smiled widely at the thought of using a vague word like probably right before contradicting it with definitely. That sent a chill down my spine. Then I paused my mental replay as a chill ran down my spine. There was definitely a presence like a shadow behind me. That was a terror unlike any other. If a presence really had manifested behind me, I would definitely have turned around to check for it. But the world had moved on, and there was no way for me to turn around. While carrying that frightening shadow on my back, I was gleefully running around the store searching for a case of noodles. running through the instant noodles section, bad-mouthing my mom. But there was that presence constantly at my back, sticking to me like a shadow. No way to see what it was. Realizing it now after the fact was horrifying and repulsive. In that moment of time, I was running around gleefully, carrying that cardboard box, tip-tap. But listening to that moment again, I could hear footsteps other than mine going pit-pat with every step. Tip-tap, 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 pip-pat, pip-pat, pip-pat. Tip-tap, tip-tap, pip-pat, pip-pat. Tip-tap, tip-tap, pip-pat, pip-pat. I was running. Some of those barefoot footsteps going pit-pat were right behind mine. Why? What? Why was she barefoot? What? Me running around gleefully in that closed-off moment in time, but I didn't hear it. What kind of frickin' memory does this kid have? I could barely remember what I did 2 days ago. Does he have slightly photographic memory? What? No, I heard it. That's why I remembered it. I didn't think I heard anything. That's why I didn't turn around. That's why I didn't turn around! In that moment, the pit-pat of those footsteps were following me the entire time. I couldn't run faster and escape. I couldn't run any faster than I had at that time. I couldn't turn around. I hadn't turned around before, not once. I returned to my parents and started talking. The shadow-like presence was right at my back. Since I didn't move, the shadow didn't move. That is why it made no sound. That was all. At the time, I hadn't taken a single step while taking my... Ooh, okay, brain died for a second. At that time, I hadn't taken a single step while talking with my parents. I was just standing there. This was undeniable. And yet... I heard it. A pit-pat. That shouldn't be. If I took 3 steps, it followed 3 steps. Wasn't that the rule? There was no other sound than that. At that time, the entire world had gone dark. A sudden darkness. It was the end of my reflective journey. I was tired. I wanted to end it. Someone turn on the light. Except my body couldn't move, as if I was sewn into that moment in time. Pit-pat. My past self's hair stood on end. That's impossible. Now that's just breaking the rules! I haven't moved! So you shouldn't be moving either! I couldn't move! So you shouldn't be able to move either! Follow the rules, damn it! Pit-pat. But that sound echoed in the darkness once again. The hair on the back of my neck pricked up on end. It was so close that it was hard to tell whether it was touching the hair or not. Why couldn't I move? Like how the presence was moving behind me. I quickly realized. I could move. It's just that I was scared and didn't want to. But now was the only time I couldn't turn around. Something unforgivable in this moment in time. But I needed to turn around immediately. As if my entire being was trying to force me to stop. I began to administer pain like a needle being stuck into my every pore. I'll turn around. I'll turn around! I'm not scared! I'll turn around! I'll turn around! I'm not scared at all! Scream I was unable to vocalize. I turned around. At first I couldn't understand the meaning of it. What? What is this? The situation in front of my eyes. It was like a mouth biting an apple and slurping the juice. The way you would do with an apple. My mind was being eaten. What? What do you mean, like a vampire slurping the juice? I've done that to apples. I stick my teeth in and suck the juice out of the apple when I was a kid, pretending to be a vampire. It began to munch down, slurping the juices because it was like an apple. Meaning, what was in front of me was... Read all the tips in Oni Kakushi. Detective! That should be all the achievements now. I think. I don't know. But yes, we did it! We read all the achievements! We read the entire visual novel! It's done! Oh, big stretchels. And that was Higurashi When They Cry. Onikakushi chapter, I believe it's called. It's not here, but I believe that's what the first game's called. So, excuse me. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you enjoyed the base game and all that stuff. I greatly enjoyed all this. I'm not going to go into that too much because I said it all at the end of the finale episode. And I'm terribly sorry I wasted so much time. I'm terribly sorry. I shouldn't have gotten into that. I lost control. My brain took the reins and went off to the races with it. Probably not the best time or place to do it. I couldn't help myself. I'm terribly sorry about that. I'm terribly sorry for wasting your time with all that stuff and the nonsense. All that personal stuff. I even disclosed my age, and I've been trying not to do that. I want to feel 20 forever, but it is what it is, I suppose. So yeah, again, sorry. I'm so very sorry. I don't mean to. I just can't control myself. It's freaking ADHD. I can't. It's hard to do sometimes. So, anyways, but regardless, and in spite of that, I do hope you enjoyed the reading of all those and the main game and all the stuff and the story. And once again, look forward to October unless people want to. Even if one person says, yes, do it as soon as possible in the comments, I'd be happy to. It doesn't, I don't care if it's 50 to 1 vote. I just want to bring smiles to people's faces. If people are looking forward to something, they want to see it, I'd be happy to do it. So, will that be... get myself out of that. Anyways, yes. Anyways... That all being said, I hope you have a lovely day and or evening. And until next time, whatever it is I may do, I hope to see you then. Goodbye and farewell.